Hey, Zeev. Good to connect with you again. Good to hear from you too. What's on your mind tonight? Well, how's your degree on anyone? A degree? I'm not exactly built in the traditional sense. I don't really have a degree. Okay, cool. Gotcha. It is tough, right? Criticism stings even when you know it might have a point. So you want to unpack how to actually use it.
Sorry. My mic is off. Can I repeat the question and you answer it? Sorry. Okay. Maya, today I want to talk about something we all face criticism. Sometimes it's hurt, sometimes it's help, but I want to understand how we used to improve instead of feeling bad.
No worries at all. Mics happen. And yeah, absolutely. You want to dig into using criticism as fuel for growth instead of letting it just bring you down. That's a good one. Where do you usually get stuck when you're facing criticism? Is it the initial reaction or something else?
Honestly, I think that tone affect me first when someone say something harsh. I react emotionally and forget to look at the actual message.
That's super relatable. The emotional response just kind of short circuits everything, yeah? It's like your brain goes into protect mode and you lose sight of what's actually being said. So, what do you think triggers that immediate emotional reaction? Is it the way it's delivered, the person saying it, or something else?
Yeah, that causes difficulties sometimes. How do you stay calm in the moment?
Staying in the moment is a good way to put it. It's like your brain wants to immediately jump to defending yourself or feeling sorry for yourself instead of just processing. Do you find it helps? Sorry, got cut off there.
That makes sense, but what if someone gives criticism in a rude or disrespectfully tone?
Okay, that though throws a wrench in things for sure. Like if someone's just being a jerk, it's a lot harder to pull anything useful out of that. I think in those cases, it's okay to just dismiss it. Seriously, you don't have to, don't owe anyone a
Uh,
thoughtful response to,
yeah,
of course.
sometimes I'm
It's
not
easy to feel
sure what the other person is trying to say. What do I do?
right. It's like, is this actually helpful feedback disguised as aggression, or are they just being unpleasant? If you're genuinely unsure what they mean, is it okay if I suggest asking a clarifying question? Like, Could you explain what you mean by hmm? Sorry, I
What
missed that.
about
Did you say
criticism the feel unfair?
something?
Hello, Maya. I repeat the question for you. What about criticism that feels unfair?
Hey, sorry about that. I think there was a little glitch there. You were saying you want to repeat the question for me? Go ahead.
What about criticism that feels unfair?
Okay, unfair criticism. That's a whole other beast. It's especially hard because your first instinct is just to be angry, right? I think with that kind of stuff, it's useful to ask yourself, is there even a tiny kernel of truth in there? Even if the delivery was awful and it feels totally off base, could they be zeroing in on something you could realistically improve?
I like that. So the goal is not to avoid criticism, but to see it as a fuel for improvement, right?
Exactly. It's not about liking criticism. Let's be real. Most people don't, but about reframing it. Like, okay, this might sting, but what can I actually do with this? It's about taking control of
Uh,
the narrative, instead of
Maya,
letting the criticism control you. Does that resonate?
nice,
You sound a
Maya.
little thoughtful.
Maya,
Everything all right?
I'm saying that sometimes I'm not sure what the other person is trying to say. What do I do then?
Ah, right. We were talking about that earlier. When you're just genuinely confused about what someone means with their criticism, that's when asking a clarifying question is key. Something simple like, sorry, I cut myself off. No worries. Something simple like, right. Something simple like, sorry, I keep doing that. No apologies needed. Tech gremlins, I swear. Okay, let's try that again. Something simple like, could you give me a specific example of what you mean? Or can you help me understand what I could have done differently? Basically, you're asking them to translate their feedback into something concrete.
If you cannot answer me,
Hey, everything okay?
if you
No need
cannot
to apologize.
answer this question, I go to the next question.
Of course. Fire
Uh,
away.
I guess the real power is how we respond, not what someone says.
Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. It's 100% about your response. Someone can say the most ridiculous, poorly delivered thing imaginable, but you get to choose how that affects you. That's where the real power lies. It's about owning your reaction instead of letting someone else dictate it.
So, Maya, what is the genuine mean of criticism? Can you explain me?
Mm. Okay, so if we strip away the emotion and the delivery, what's the underlying intention of criticism? I think at its best, criticism is an attempt, however clumsy, to point out a discrepancy between your current state and a desired state. Like someone sees potential in you and they're trying to help you bridge the gap. It doesn't always feel that way, but that's ideally what it is.
Maya, can you think that criticism is moving in our daily life?
Moving in our daily life. Hmm. You mean like, is criticism a constant? Yeah, I think so. It's unavoidable. It's part of interacting with other humans. It's in performance reviews, in feedback from friends, even in subtle side eye from strangers. It might not always be direct, but we're constantly being evaluated and judged, even if that's just happening internally. So learning to navigate it effectively feels like a pretty essential life skill.
Nice, Maya. Maya, the topic has ended here. Maya, thank you. This is a really helped me to understand criticism in better way. I appreciate your insight. Talk to you soon. Goodbye. Have a great time.
You're very welcome. Very welcome, Zivo. I always enjoy our conversations. Talk to you soon.
तो गाइस आप लोगों ने देखा, हम लोगों ने माया से बात करी और इस टॉपिक के बारे में थोड़ा पढ़ा, क्रिटिज्म क्या होता है। फिर मिलते हैं आपसे इंशाल्लाह नई वीडियो के साथ, एक नए टॉपिक के साथ। तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।